Imagining your world.
TrendSetters, brought to you by Delamere Real Fruit Yogurt.
As usual, we always dance to the sign tune of this amazing show before it starts. Watu wangu sijui kama mko sawa kabisa. I hope that you're ready for the weekend. And there is no weekend without us. Sasa, we officially usher in the weekend. My name is Brian Eseli, most bankable host right here on NTV. I bring you the latest when it comes to trending stories. And as if that's not enough, I have another amazing... Nini mnatikisha? Mnatikisha nini? Kila mtu siaka.
Now this is our siaka challenge.
Siaka challenge. Samiro, I'll tell you how to enjoy this moment. Unajua umezoea kupiga tu once, easy maji. Sasa, as you can see, we have our Delamere. I don't know what kind of flavors you're having right now. Samiro, introduce tuambie wiki yako imekuaje na flavor yenye unashare nayo.
I am Odhiambo Samuel Ojwang, currently living in the best moment of my life. Where there is football, and then what is a Friday without this amazing show alongside the most amazing Delamere Premium Yogurt with real wild berries. Sijongia kizungu mara sana hivyo.
Kani fuatana hivyo.
Jesus.
Baka umesema jina zako za MD.
I think
Ojwang.
Good evening viewers. Yes, my name is Odhiambo Samuel Ojwang. And I feel nice.
Oh, Samuel.
Nandiko, talk to us.
I'm good as Sally. Vanilla yogurt hapa with real pods, with real vanilla pods. It's actually into the scent that I'm wearing today. I'm wearing a vanilla scent. So they knew how to balance it, you know? Inaitwa being in the moment and indulging. My week has been amazing. Imekuwa an interesting week for business owners. Watu wamelipwa na mshahara imeisha sasa tuongelesheni. It is over, now we can talk, eh? Now we can. Sasa unajua ulikuwa una text mtu DM nadhani unamuomba mshahara, sasa imeisha. Now we can say hi again, okay? Very nice. Very
Cindy,
good.
how was your week and what moments stood out for you?
My week was amazing. What I have in my hand is the Delamere Premium Yogurt with real lemon biscuit.
Hey.
Citrus flavor, creamy. You know, can go well with a dessert or on its own.
Yeah.
But about the week, tomorrow is, because unajua mini mama punda, say mini mama punda na farasi, tomorrow is World Horse Day.
Okay.
So if you see a horse, treat it well.
Where will
and
we
if
see
you're
the horse?
overweight, don't panda the horses in Hurpa.
Cindy, mtani hakuna horse.
Sasa.
Farasi ya mwisho tumeona yenye tuko nayo mpaka sasa ni ile ya maandamano.
Unakimbia na kofia sasa.
And that's what we're advocating for, better use of animals, especially now that we're headed to the election period.
Yeah.
Don't electioneer with horses and donkeys. Achana nazo. Have a yogurt instead.
We hear you. And of course, I'd like to share a moment that stood out for me this week. The moment that stood out for me this week is my niece. We were having a conversation with her and she was like, we asked her, so who are your superheroes? Maki, she knows all the superheroes. Like, Superman, Wonder Woman, Kinanani, what? And so we asked her, is it Wonder Woman? She said no. She actually said that my brother, my sister-in-law, and I, and my youngest brother are actually her superheroes.
You included.
Jesus. Yeah. And that's why I'd like to share with you this moment, the pineapple coconut moment with Delamere. It's premium, it's affordable and accessible. Right now, also a moment that we are sharing across the world is this moment where we get to watch men in shorts running, 22 men running and trying to kill a ball. Yeah, at least that's a simple explainer. Ladies, Manchester United, Liverpool, Man City has Chelsea Saini countries.
Aseli, please. Aseli.
Yeah?
I've seen what you did there.
Oh, Chelsea.
Please, thank you very much.
And other teams. Yeah.
And others.
So it's Arsenal, Man City, and other teams are not playing this time around.
Yes, I see.
Just like others, even when it's their time to play, they don't.
They just lose.
Yeah, they just lose.
Even when they're fans.
Not to lose the plot, but it's been an action-packed week at the FIFA World Cup, with the knockout stage delivering drama, upsets, and of course, standing out for us is Mbappe. You can actually see some of the games that were actually played. I don't know what you have to say about this, Samiro.
Don't just say Mbappe. Mbappe was saying it to a commander.
Dictator.
As a part of Africa, dictator.
Yeah.
As a part of Africa United. Unajua sahi?
Yeah.
My team was Brazil.
Yes.
My team has always been Brazil, but we were eliminated. Ni kama si tulitolewa kwa airport. But right now, I try to be with my GOAT, of course, the greatest human.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Wakamfanyia ile kitu. Na unajua, the agenda has always been against that young short man from Rosario.
Yeah.
Because he's still running like he's a young man. That is why we regard him as so. So right now, it has been energetic, full of emotions.
Yeah.
Yani machozi ile tunatamani kutoa. It is too much, but then we are here to witness Argentina not winning. Wakishinda, we don't know what we will do. Yes.
Itakuwa ni noma sana. Isn't it obvious that the Paraguayan game against Egypt ilikuwa ni mchezo wa town? Nyanduko, what has stood out for you in this World Cup so far?
Unajua, mimi hata siangaliangi mpira sana hivyo, lakini African countries ni kama after 80th minute ni kama watu wakienda water break wao wanaenda wanapiga kamnyo. So actually there has to be something that happened.
I know.
Juu after wanakuja mtu hold game 80 minutes, sijui 87 minutes,
Yeah.
2 goals. Alafu mnaenda hivi kidogo dakika zimebaki 33 goals zinatoka wapi? But another thing that has stood out for me ni kwamba Argentina watu wenzao wakicheza World Cup wao wamekuwa wakicheza AFCON.
Yeah.
Because they've only been playing African countries.
Funny team.
We just need to know, what is going on there. Mimi, by the way, let me tell you my narrative. I think your final, washaweka ngoma ya GOAT, washapanga venye your final itakaa.
Yeah.
They just don't want to disrupt it.
But who are you referring to as GOAT?
Huyo mbuzi. Okay.
The short man
The short
from
man that is
Argentina.
running like a young man.
Don't just call him
that
a
one.
goat.
Yeah. So that one, I feel like they've already planned it. Mimi naona kabisa kuna a lot of match fixing going on. I do not know much about football, but I think that is what is happening.
Cindy, there's one thing I wanted to respond to. The Paraguayan senator who spoke against Mbappe and actually making very racial statements. I can't even repeat.
Yes.
But one amongst them is talking about his decency, where he comes from in Cameroon, and saying that he does not something primates. Okay, and I don't want to repeat it. But the Paraguayan senator vile aliongea hivyo, in my own words, Mbappe akasema, hey, you don't deserve such an office. It's despicable.
Yes.
You don't, because of the things of the utterances.
Absolutely.
Then she goes ahead and says
And
that it's because I'm a woman, so I'll fight for a gender-based violence. That's gender violence against me, because
it's not.
you can't say something like that. So what do you have to say about this whole incident?
I'm really disappointed with Paraguay. Personally, for me, they were elevated to my scene after Bad Bunny's halftime show, and he mentioned them like, yay! And then if you watched how they played really horribly against France, and how France got all the yellow cards and all the fouls, and they got nothing.
Yeah.
If you watched how the fans treated I Show Speed, and the racist remarks that they were making, and then they even have the senator go ahead and address the GOAT on social media and go ahead to justify it. So Paraguay, for me, and Argentina, by the way, for me, this is me, my opinion as Cindy, they are caudo on the same level. If you read Argentinian history, they went out of their way to eliminate black people.
Ethnic cleansing.
Yes, in their country. There are no black folks in Argentina.
Yeah.
So how black folk, sometimes as Kenyans we're just sensational, we support football just for the sake of, but you also have to realize why you're supporting who you're supporting.
Yes.
So the way, this is my team, they don't give two hoots about us.
True.
And the same goes for the African teams that people support that are not African.
They're not
Or
African.
don't consider
They're
themselves
not
African.
Africans.
No, but let me tell you something. African teams are doing great. For example, France.
Oh, yeah. Amazing.
Africa United.
It's wrapping us, man.
Like when they were playing against Morocco, I was so torn because that game was such a representation of how Africa is. But that was on a lighter note. But on a very serious note, African teams have done a great deal.
Yes.
I would want to see Morocco perform at the finals. I'd like to see Senegal perform in the finals. I'd like to see, once Africa gets it, Cape Verde,
Yeah.
once we get to that level where we start winning the World Cup, if there was zero corruption, because FIFA is more of fixing it for Argentina at this moment, because clearly they want to make sure that Argentina gets to win. Why would the officials of FIFA outrightly celebrate goals za Argentina against any other
Be
team.
very careful. There's people who don't think it was rigged against any other team.
But that's
It
their
was so
thoughts.
rigged. Mtu anajitega
thoughts.
anapewa free kick. I'm just like,
That's
come
their thoughts. Go
on,
and
guys.
review. Go and review.
It was painful to watch.
Go and review the whole thing. I'm a CR7 fan. It stays like that. I will never support Argentina when it comes to football.
Never.
I will never support Argentina when it comes to racial matters, especially during the World Cup.
Yeah.
It's clear that the Egyptian coach actually raised their hand and put an X to show that there might be utterances of racism, but nobody did anything. Sawa sawa. So wacha tu iende vile itaenda. Even in the game ya Morocco, naona walikuwa wameweka 5 Argentinian nini. It's alleged. It's alleged.
Officials.
Can I just
It was
say
not alleged, it was
It
so.
was actually
Yeah.
Egyptians call themselves Arabs when it suits them.
Yeah.
But when they're in a world stage, they're Africans.
They're Africans.
And they were treated as much. So I hope the lesson clicks. Next time they call the no, us, we're Arabs. Yes, you are. But in some places,
You're
you're
African.
just a house,
Please.
you know.
I heard it. It was so silent but so loud. All right, let's move on to the next one. A dramatic video of a Subaru, or Subaru, depending on if you were chilling with Cindy or not. Subaru driver going through traffic after allegedly hitting a Boda rider has sparked a national conversation. Now, the driver is seen being chased by scores of Boda riders in what many describe as a scene straight out of an action film. Now, while some have condemned the driver for leaving the scene of an accident, others argue that Kenya has a well-documented history of mob justice, where suspected offenders are attacked or even burnt alive before police arrive. Now, this has left many wondering whether the driver was fleeing responsibility or running to save his own life. It raises an important question about whether Kenyans have lost faith in the justice system. Do you have the clip? If you have it, we can roll it. Yeah, so this is just one of the incidences. I don't know what the location is for that video, but there's one that was along Thika. Yeah, ilikuwa inaitwaje? Gumba Estate, where as the driver was driving off, the pikipiki was stuck huku mbele, and he was just, you know, moving at a very fast pace. Luckily, the driver was not, the Boda rider was not on top of the Boda, but ingekuwa mbaya sana. I don't know what you have to say about this. Who would like to start on that?
I've had incidences with Boda riders, and in some cases it's a blind spot because they tend to overtake you from the left, where when you're turning, you're looking more of the right because our traffic tends to come from the right. So when you're navigating roundabouts and corners, you naturally turn to the right, but for some reason they like to navigate from the, so they like approaching you from a blind spot. And it is very possible to not see them genuinely and have an accident. I have also witnessed how Boda riders come together if you hit one of them. They don't even want to hear. Remember a couple of years back, there was a lady who was even harassed. People were all over her. I don't even want to go into details of what they did. And we didn't even know if she did hit this Boda rider or not. What am I saying? We don't know the crooks and crannies of this story. So we don't know if the Boda rider was on the wrong or if this guy was running to the nearest police station. Because even my insurer tells me, if you ever hit a Boda guy, don't stop. Go to the next police station and report it there. Don't stop and then you wait for cops. They will not, and then they will vandalize. And then unfortunately, there are some things that insurance doesn't cover, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
The point is the way they come together is great for the unity, but the goonism behind the unity is something that worries drivers and pedestrians.
Unajua Samiro nyinyi wewe na Nyanduko mna drive. So hebu tuambieni how you would handle such a situation. You've knocked someone, they're on a Boda.
Yeah.
Would you run away and go to a police station or run away completely avoiding the whole incident or just sit back, relax and have a conversation with the Boda
sitting back,
riders.
first of all, is not an option, especially if you're dealing with Boda people. Kama ni driver mwingine, if it's another driver, unaweza ongea, but most of these things that they solve out of, without involving the police, wanalipana hapo and someone goes their way. But if it's a Boda rider, whether yendo wako at fault ama nini, alafu wanatokeanga places interesting. Kwa jam, kuna mwingine aliniekea mama wa watu juu ya bonnet juzi na sasa so what are we supposed to do in this case? Alimwangusha tu hapo juu and he was very mad at me and I'm like, ni wewe umekuja. Me I was nime stop for traffic. They are not very rational people. Alafu wanakujanga pamoja, wanakujanga na mentality ya tunataka kuchomea. Tunataka kuchoma. Like hakunanga they want conversation, they want compensation. Wanataka kuchoma hiyo gari because we've seen it happen so many times. So I understand when a driver drives off. Na ikwangi ku drive off ndio run away. Na kwa ku drive off, find the nearest police station, report it. Because ukikaa hapo useme wacha tuongee. Utafika nyumbani bila gari.
Amwezi ongea.
Unaweza fika home na Boda.
I feel like without being our brother's keeper, to promote culture for the longest time because
the mob culture, mob justice.
Itakuwa easier for when an encounter such an encounter in a camp, tuna encourage yo mbogi hapo, tunawaambia ni aje, let's wait for an officer to get here first. Unaona? Because sisi tukiwatch tunasema tu ati because we already taking sides. Palimuta tuko sure wacha serikali take charge. Unless serikali pia wako in cohorts na hawa sewa Boda, wacha to encourage ni aje, let's do things the right way because tuna build a bigger problem, a very big problem. Juu pia mimi mwenyewe, mimi nimeendesha bike. Na mimi najua kuna makosa zingine unafanya, unapata msee amepanda kwa pavement anaendesha hapo. Mimi mwenyewe niko hapo nashindwa na huyu jamaa na dunini. Sasa zingine kwa pavement wase wanatembea. Unapata hapo kwa pavement mpaka unahutu watoke. You're not supposed to be riding on the pavement. Unaona? Wewe unafaa kwa barabara. But then anaifanya kichwa ngumu sababu wanajua wakikuja wengi watakupiga or they do whatever they want to do.
Okay, one thing, I love the unity that the Boda riders usually have. That is very commendable. We've seen even politicians wakitaka mambo yao isonge, they usually come to the association. I hope that we also have safety campaigns by the same people, the Boda riders, because it's going to change how we move. Not all Boda riders are bad people, but there are some people who use Boda in itself to do whatever they want on the streets. But that's not exactly what you're supposed to do. So let's always share a moment. Let's share the road, but let's also share a moment. Speaking of sharing a moment, I want to share this moment with you. Kila mtu. Samiro ameshamaliza. Samiro, you're not even serious, my friend. No. We can't be doing that. Sasa, we've told you it's affordable, it's accessible, and of course, make sure that you get to share a moment. This weekend is all about the World Cup. People are going to be doing the World Cup. And of course, if you have your little ones, Cindy, hebu umesema ati watoto wako wanapenda hizi twende kwa
This is road trip food right here.
Yeah.
This is a hack. You're going on a road trip, get yourself some nice Delamere yogurt, get a straw. They will not disturb you. Sijui, let's stop by for fried chicken.
Yeah.
True.
Asili unajua kuna ile mtungi inanunuanga niko na evidence. Hiyo unajua inaona nika hii inaishambio, si mimi ndio
sawa.
Unahitaji mtungi.
Umesikia? Sio hii peke yake 400 ml. Kuna mwingine anasema kuna kale kama mtungi kadogo. Make sure that you grab that. Aya, so sawa. We're going to take a short commercial break as we enjoy and share a Delamere moment.
Bobby brought bright blue balloons.
Go moves kidogo dance, moves kidogo, moves kidogo taka kona ukibanjuka, banjuka.
For this and more, join us this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. only on NTV.
I'm eating shark. Hidden within the mangroves of Mombasa, about 800 years of history.
Jomvu yuko hapa miaka 800.
Meet the Jomvu. From ancient pottery techniques that defy modern conventions.
Mchatunga hivi.
Oni kuchunga.
Kutunga si kuchunga. To dishes that pair the unexpected.
Ungeweka sukari.
Ungeweka sukari. sukari. They've got the rhythm, the fire, and the stories that connect generations. This isn't just lunch, more like a survival guide for culture. You guys, oh my goodness. All happening here. Foods of Kenya.
Join us on July 26th for the USIU Africa Half Marathon, where every kilometer you run goes towards making quality education accessible to all. USIU Africa, education to take you places.
You are watching TrendSetters, brought to you by Delamere Real Fruit Yogurt.
Okay. Nimekuwa mtamu, si ndio? Utatesti, si ndio? Alright, so Shani convince. We watch a coach ball. Alright, we're back. And we're sharing a moment right here with Delamere. This one is pineapple coconut, pina colada. But then Cindy amesema jai taste hii na atai taste.
Yes.
But right now we want to jump on to the next story. But before we even do that, Cindy, say hello to everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
I hope you're doing well. I hope the evening is treating you the way it should.
I think this
And I
feeding
hope
program is
somebody
working.
loves right? Lemon biscuits.
Kumbe inakuanga njaa.
Aya, Samiro, say hi to everyone.
Unajua kuongea na chakula kwa mdomo ni ngumu.
Ni mbaya.
Na ni mbaya.
It's wrong.
Mtaniambia tu nichague nisikie poa kwanza ama niwasalimie.
Wasalimie.
Because what I'm feeling right now, guys, labda ununue kama yangu ndo tusikie poa pamoja.
Aya, Nyanduko salimia watu.
Hi guys, welcome back to my upper stage.
It's not that kind of show, girl.
But yeah, kitu nasema ni sometimes I look forward to this show because this is my first meal of the day. Thank you.
By the way, Nyanduko, you need to go back to eating because this lady works out but doesn't eat. Does not make sense.
That can never be me.
Too much information. Okay,
Cindy
again.
be eating.
But grab your Delamere yogurt. They have more flavors. It's not only the 4, it's even more. And you can actually share with your family and your friends. Right now, sometimes, you know, when we look at comedy, it tells the truth better than the news. So a viral video of a man riding in a matatu has left Kenyans laughing while simultaneously highlighting the realities of the economy. Now, in this clip, he jokes about in the morning he leaves with 1,000 shillings but returns home having fuliza because the money disappears before the day is over. Now, from transport fares to lunch, bills, and of course unexpected expenses, many people say they related to this story immediately. Now, this video has since sparked thousands of comments from Kenyans sharing their own experience of trying to stretch their income in an economy where the cost of living continues to rise. So I don't know, we should check out the video and then, yeah.
Asubuhi unatoka na 1,000, jioni unarudi na fuliza hivi. Kile maisha gani?
Yeah, the realities of life. I don't know what you have to share about this. Is it true that ukitoka kwa haona thao unarudi bila?
Ask salary.
Sasa kama mtu ajazaliwa anadaiwa. Sasa wewe mwenye uko alive.
It's a national inadai mpaka leo hajazaliwa.
Exactly. So he's very right. Ni vile anasema nini inatubakia sisi kama Wakenya apart from kucheka. The situation is bad already. So ni wewe choose kama utakuwa miserable ama utacheka as you go look for more money. Tunasemanga Wakenya wanajua kuadapt.
Yeah.
Lakini tuna struggle kweli. Watu wataenda sherehe. People will go about their business, watapanda matatu. Matatu itapandishwa bei, watu waandamane kidogo, watu wa matatu waongeleshwe watulie. Watu tena waendelee kwenda kazi na matatu imepandishwa bei. But then the reality is Kenyans are struggling. The situation is bad. We need to do something about it. Na sijui kama sasa next time tuta involve watu wa matatu because the other time watu walijaribu kustrike, waliongeleshwa kando. So I don't know what we should do.
Hi, Nyanduko, what do you have to say about this? Tunacheka lakini ukweli ni?
Ukweli tunaumia. Unajua cost of living inapanda every single day. Bei ya vitu inapanda kila siku. But salon ile. Yani that same amount that ulikuwa unatumia one year ago ndo the same amount uko nayo saizi, lakini venye cost of living inapanda, they really do not, it really does not care that you do not have enough money. So Wakenya, najua kuna mtu anasema tunasema tuko broke na number plates imefika sijui KD. We just know how to cope. We just asali usijali itakuja. It's like I think we've just learned how to cope with our problems. There are so many. We've just found a way to make some little joy in the middle of the chaos that is our lives right now. Ni ukweli unatoka ngata na 10:00 asubuhi. Tulikuwa naongea na Asili the other day, and like umeamka asubuhi unaona M-Pesa yako ina kafiti, uko na 20 hivi. By saa 4 asubuhi unauliza Samira uko na kama unisaidie.
Kwanza kama unafanya biashara Nairobi. One moment you have 100,000, the next moment you have 100 bob.
Hata negative ni possible. Una fare kurudi home. So it's difficult, but we keep pushing.
Cindy, what do you have to say about this whole thing, considering that Kenyans work hard every single day? For example, I used to think that Kenyans wanakuanga tao by 5. Then nikaingia tao 2:30, nikaona watu wanaamka kuingia job. And they're going to be working through and through. Juzi tumeona Gikomba, place moja imekuwa ikitusaidia sisi wote. People trying to make sure that ends meet. And now those places are nowhere to be seen. Ukiangalia malls are built every single day. Those malls always have shops. They are stacked to the brim, okay? Stocked to the brim. And we'd really like to know, Cindy, what's that moment that you look at and you say, enyewe, maisha imepanda?
Mentioning malls are now becoming empty.
True.
So you're finding more and more shops closing. Even supermarkets moving away from malls and they're choosing more of an online version because the rent is so high. The economy right now is a contraceptive because now people don't want to have children, because you've seen the precursor to that conversation was somebody tell you I love you now. We can't afford love. Because life is expensive. Now you talk to us parents wa CBC, kuna hii kitu inamaliza pesa inaitwa school trip.
Unataka kwenda Barcelona?
Nakwambia umepewa mshahara hivi, umebudgetia namba, sijui kuna school trip, sijui kuna sijui what. So there's so much demand.
Jioni mnafaa mtengeneze gari mpeleke shuleni.
Yes.
Waluya mnasema wapike wapeleke kuku shuleni. It's not fair, guys.
There's so much demand for your cash to the point where, do you know, I now take the train. I take the train home because it's cheaper. And Kenya Railways allows you to park your car there for 100 shillings the whole day. Na tukombogi, paka watu wa Mercedes. We park our car at the railway station, we take the train to town, we take it back, and we drive home. And we save on gas money.
Mjaka ni mjaka tu. Ati I park my Mercedes.
No. I'm saying even.
Amesema tuko wengi mpaka watu
mko wengi. You guys are still buying Mercedes.
Speak that spirit. But the moral of the story is, right now, more and more people, because you asked how does it look like, more and more people are finding cost-cutting ways of at least living.
True.
So we're gonna take a short commercial break as we look at the news highlights, but of course we want your feedback using the hashtag TTTT. Ukienda pale Facebook utatupata NTV Kenya, and also on Instagram the same. Tupatane on the other half of the break.
The Nation Classic Golf Series, Kenya's longest running tournament. Since 1985, it has evolved into the region's premier business networking sport, seamlessly blending competition with professionalism. The 2026 series is here, an elite circuit bringing together the nation's leading corporate minds, brand leaders, and key decision makers. Join us for an experience rich in industry exhibitions, meaningful connections, and get the opportunity to elevate your brand. Partner with us today. Elevate your presence, engage industry leaders, and discover where business meets lifestyle.
This week on Twende, we continue our journey in Marsabit National Park, a place where life thrives in the middle of the desert. We discover the hidden springs that supply an entire town with water. And deep inside this forest, I discover that coffee grows here too.
It's wild coffee. Si mtu alipanda.
We continue our search for wildlife in the park.
They have a baby. Maybe that's why they're creating that shield.
We visit the breathtaking Lake Paradise, the jewel of Marsabit National Park. Travel with us through the expansive county, only on NTV.
Twende, brought to you by Kenya Wildlife Service.
This is NTV.
Tonight, IEBC, wacheni upuzi, msitishie wanakarao, kwa sababu pia wanakarao ni wa Kenya. Wao wenyewe wako tayari, hawajasema hawako tayari.
We call upon all Kenyans to raise their voices against the IEBC's attempt to postpone or cancel the by-election.
Politicians united in fury, daring the IEBC to try postpone the All-Kalo by-election. With Mount Kenya supremacy at stake, leaders say the July 16th vote must happen. Also tonight,
Mr. Chairman, how can you threaten to cancel an election because state officials are bribing people, yet you have the law to stop them?
cancel the vote, then resign from your seats. Rigathi Gachagua dares IEBC bosses to quit if they call off the All-Kalau poll, mocking chairperson Ethekon as a crybaby over state-sponsored bribery claims. Plus,
tumezunguka mahospitalini, tumezunguka mochari, hajapatikana.
People are going missing, people are being picked up, and their families are left stranded.
3 weeks later, zero answers. 3 families have moved to court seeking orders to compel Police Chief Douglas Kanja to produce 3 missing men. And
some parts of my research contributed to the discoveries of the pneumococcal vaccine that has now come to save millions of lives of children.
Smashing the ultimate glass ceiling at just 45. Dr. Marianne Mreithi makes history as the University of Nairobi's first female medical microbiology professor. Her story tonight on Women and Power.
The Nation Classic Golf Series, Kenya's longest running tournament. Since 1985, it has evolved into the region's premier business networking sport, seamlessly blending competition with professionalism. The 2026 series is here, an elite circuit bringing together the nation's leading corporate minds, brand leaders, and key decision makers. Join us for an experience-rich industry exhibitions, meaningful connections, and get the opportunity to elevate your brand. Partner with us today. Elevate your presence, engage industry leaders, and discover where business meets lifestyle.
You are watching TrendSetters, brought to you by Delamere Real Fruit Yogurt.
We are back. And of course, thank you so much for sticking with NTV. This is TrendSetters, hashtag TTTT with me, most basketball host, Brian Esteli. And of course, tuko na Samiro in the house. How are you doing, Samiro?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling nice. As I sip my Delamere Premium.
Very nice. Nyanduko, how are you doing?
Meshiba ma.
Guys, tabidi mkae na Cindy because Cindy ako demure. She's so organized. She takes a moment. Pole pole. Unapiga tu moment moja hivyo.
Kwani zimeisha kwa duka? Wewe kunywa.
Wamesema zijaisha kwa duka. So kila mtu akunye kile roho yake inapenda.
Yes.
Kuna different flavors. Yangu ni pineapple coconut.
Vanilla with real pods.
With the real yogurt, with real lemon biscuit. Let me give you a hack, especially because everyone these days goes to the gym. So get yourself some yogurt, put oatmeal, mix it inside. It makes a very nice, nutritious, wholesome, sweet treat.
Yes. thank God you didn't tell them to cut fruit and put it inside, because this one comes with the real fruit in it. That's the unique value, and you can actually get it kwa duka yako pale. Right now we jump straight back into a story that has captured my heart, and I don't know if this is the only intelligent story I'm getting from Uganda, because most times we usually talk about No. 90% of the stories that come from Uganda is Muhozi fighting against Gen Z or Beyonce. It's Muhozi having shut down a TV station, radio station. It's Muhozi this, Muhozi that.
And the father.
Exactly, and the dad. And I love ginger. Right now, the Uganda Law Society has called on lawyers to stop bowing to judges and referring to them as my lord or my lady. Now, saying these titles are just remnants of the colonial era that no longer reflect modern African values. Now, the proposal has sparked debate across East Africa, with some arguing that it is time for African countries to shed symbols of colonial rule, while others believe these are simply professional courtesies that have evolved beyond the origins. Now, the discussion has also expanded to other everyday practices that somehow feel that they're deeply rooted in colonial traditions. So tonight, we ask, what other colonial practices do you think Africa should leave behind? Yes. Index one.
First of all, people don't understand that back in the day, barristers would wear wigs because there was an outbreak of syphilis, and it would cause wounds, and they would cover the wounds with the wigs. Yes, that is why they used to wear wigs. Because of the outbreak of syphilis. And here we are, post-colonial, calling ourselves black and proud, still wearing colonial wigs. Get rid of that nonsense.
That's
number one.
So you
Number
agree?
two,
You agree with that?
I totally agree. Number two, bring it back home. Please rename Thompson's Falls.
To eat any?
Anything. Wangare Madai,
Wajuguna,
Agwambo, any Kipchoge,
Agwambo Waters,
anything.
Msema tushikanisha hiyo vile wote tunashikanisha.
But you cannot name it after
Kinyanguna.
Somebody who claims they discovered it. Hata Mubokinju ni sawa. Please rename Thompson's Falls. That thing in Anibo.
Yeah, I hold the same view in fact.
Na Lake Victoria.
That one is a bit hard to rename. Jango sort of like it.
Unajua shida yangu inakuanga Tabman Road, sijui Gaborone. Tukienda nchi zingine kuna mahali panaitwa Mtindwa Road. Ni country zingine. Najiulizanga nikienda Ethiopia nitapata na Nairobi Road mahali ama kitu kama hiyo.
But they have a street in honor of Kenyatta. One of the first presidents.
So that's my only problem. Naming streets after countries za watu wengine na wasi wengine. If they didn't do anything important in Kenya, wasiitwe hiyo majina yetu.
Wazazi na watoto
wao. Safari unasema Haile Selassie.
And every other time a Jamaican artist comes to Kenya, lazima apige picha hapo Haile Selassie.
Exactly.
Maybe for me, it's parents and their kids. Parents insisting that their kids do not know Swahili, hawajui their mother tongue. My Dylan only speaks English.
My Dylan.
Yeah. Please sponsor Dylan Kijare. It's good if he knows his mother tongue. I mean,
Kenyan report about some of us who are in intertribal marriages.
Well, that's a different case. But just teach them something. You know, teach them something. Usikwe tu wewe ati he only understands French. What? Speak to your kids in Swahili, and also in the naming. I've seen parents menza kuitake squeezy. You're naming your kids Fadili, Jabali. We are bringing it back home, and it's beautiful.
Yes. My children are called Arthur, Paul, and Thomas.
Hey.
You are the problem. You are the problem. So
as a Pan-Africanist, I failed myself.
So Cindy, wamesema wa change. So kuvaa hizo mawigs and everything.
And rename Thompson's Falls.
Nice. Samiru wamesema recommendation is to rename all the roads if they're not African.
Zipe huku Aseli, nini Nyanduko.
Aseli Street.
Aseli Street. Na kama atafanya kitu ya maana, that is. Give him time.
Wangare Mathai Road.
Yes. Right?
Alafu Nyanduko wamesema majina za watoto.
Yes.
Sasa
no more Jadens.
Kuna Jaden Jaden. But that's very interesting how we've been moving. And apart from that, Mesikia Historia, there's a UK lawyer who decided to do something really crazy. Amesema ati African countries that were actually colonized by Britain should actually be paying for the colonialism that they brought to Africa. Like, it's such an honor for you to have been colonized because they brought good education.
What?
They brought
I know you're lying.
Amefanya Cindy akatoa macho
It's
ini.
a story that was actually viral this week, and I thought that you guys need to add your breath on that. First of all, do you think that them colonizing us helped us better than we were? You know, wanasema walileta Bible, wakaleta education,
There was African religion.
you know, all those things.
Like,
What's your take on that?
Ask the Americans if slavery has made them better. It has not.
If anything they brought made us any better, sawa. Lakini kama walitumia kututwanga.
Better is relative, because were we worse?
No, we
you
were
know,
not any
in
worse.
whose context?
Exactly.
What is the
What
SI
is the
unit of
matrix?
better? Because
True.
for us, we believed that the God that we were worshipping was our God. We had our traditional medicine, we had our own way of teaching, our own way of
We had our own
dressing.
government systems.
You know, we had our own government systems that worked for us.
And with laws that were imitated and later on they became superior law that only favored the British. So I don't know what you have to say, Nyanduko. Ati tunaambiwa tunafaa kwanza tukuwe tunalipa fidia every month.
Ni kama ule a spouse to an artist, I'm not going to mention the name. Ali had to break the artist, and the artist wrote very many heartbreak songs. So this man wanted to be paid because it's like, I'm the reason you're making bank because I broke your heart. So now you're minting money out of it. It just doesn't make sense. Yani mtu na tuwalipe. Get out.
Samiro, real quick.
Sijui kama naongelea Adele. Jua Adele akipiga. Kama say aishuku Adele kwa very happy marriage.
Yeah.
Akipigwa heartbreak hivi.
Never mind, I'll find
When
Who's our Kenyan Adele?
Our Kenyan Adele.
Who unajua tu huyo akitoa ngoma
Otile Brown.
Awamegeuza Otile Brown bado. Yana kuna mmoja.
Anayependa mwingine.
Anayependa. Bana mtu avunje roho ya Otile Brown tunahitaji hizo.
We need a song.
Deal with that guy.
Yako Mabunga.
We need a song.
Yes, I'm going to go on to the next one. A goat is a goat. Goat means greatest of all time. Now, Kenya's marathon icon Eliud Kipchoge has received a remarkable reception in Brazil ahead of the, race that's going to be there. And it's really exciting to actually see hundreds of fans turning out to see him. Now, videos show supporters cheering, taking photos, requesting autographs, and some even breaking down in tears after meeting the two-time Olympic champion. And of course, the man to run a marathon before it hits 2 hours. He was the first one to do that. And of course, the heartwarming moments have gone viral in Kenya, while many social media users saying the welcome is a reminder of just how respected Kipchoge is across the world. At the same time, some have asked whether Kenyans do enough to celebrate their legends while they're still making history. We're going to give you feedback on the same, but we want to roll a clip so that you can check out Kipchoge and the kind of reception he receives when he's far away from home. Oh, it's a pictorial. Yeah, so that's really exciting. That's how the goat is received. I saw them flocking him. First of all, he gave a whole lecture at Harvard after after clocking 159. I've seen him sign shoes, sign merchandise. I've seen people walking in the streets and actually stopping him when he's doing his morning run to just make sure that they get to thank him. People breaking down in the middle of the road. Do we do a better job in celebrating our goats?
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
I think everyone on this show is an artist, and you recognize the people who've gone ahead of us and paved way for our artistry, but they were not recognized. Kina Ojwang, Kina Mama Kayai, and so on and so forth. If you look in other countries, they are celebrities par excellence. Eliud Kipchoge ran the, was it London or Berlin? Which marathon did he run? And he came up to 12th or something.
Yeah, it was
the most recent.
Had things to say.
And they said such horrible things. Oh, a good dancer knows when to leave the stage. In the meantime, Serena Williams, who came out of retirement, was given such a warm reception. She didn't even manage to do her doubles, but nobody spoke crap about her. Kenyans only like people who are winning. I don't know where that mentality has come from, but it would be so refreshing if we had a minister of sports. It's sports and of sports and culture.
Sports, arts and culture.
Yes, who would change the Kenyan mindset of our heroes, and not only have heroes day watu wa Mau tafadhali and musicians. But can we also recognize the people who put us on the world map and forever?
It is just not a Kenyan thing. Sababu unaona. Si kujichocha. Watu wangu, when I was last in London, pale kwa duka ya Adidas, sini mpaka lakini usijali. Duka ya Adidas. iko na kiatu ya Sebastian Sawe sign na imekuwa hapo na hawajaweka hata price. Coming back to Nairobi, out of curiosity nikienda kuangalia sababu pale ile kiatu kidogo inakuanga na bei. Tukienda kuangalia ya offer I asked na kiatu ya Sawe imefika hapa, nikaambiwa in fact running shoes in Kenya bado tunaletwa za 2023 2024 hatujafika hata 2025 na sisi ndo wanoma kuran. So sijui ina make sense aje that sisi wenyewe tujoki kwa position yenyewe tuna deserve, because utapata hata na top scorer wa KPL anapanda matatu ama nini vitu zingine tu funny. So I don't know if it is just not a Kenyan thing. Unaweza pitana na Elani hapa chini waseme waliisha.
Imagine
like it's just a normal thing for us.
Kenyans tunakongana some forced nonchalance. Yani we are forcing ni kama tuoni hao watu. Alafu siku hizi unaona watu wakicelebrate ati nilikutana na msanii mimi nikamlenga. Like it makes sense. So mlenga ndio. Like it's nice to just appreciate them. You've seen them be happy, take a photo. Na najua pia kumekuwa na hiyo vya wasanii wengine they're not the nicest. Tuna approach mtu na kuangalia ni kama umepotea. But yeah, let us normalize. Unaona vile alikuwa na celebrate kwa hizo streets. Hiyo haikuwa kwa Adidas shop, haikuwa kwa sijui ni kwa streets watu wako like man, this is the man that we recognize. Kenyans and this new forced nonchalance, let it go. Mimi nikipatana na Seth nitafurahi mbaya sana.
There's a South African babe who was running with her camera. Ameshika simu yake anakimbia nayo. Ana praise Kipchoges. The Cape Town Marathon. Yes. And she was running and saying, God bless you. God protect you. You're the greatest to ever do it. You inspire a whole generation. That's someone in Kenya. That's someone in South Africa. Really running. And she could not even catch her own breath. And she's a marathoner herself. But she decided to encourage Kipchoge for the longer mile. So what are we doing to get to celebrate each other? It starts at home. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate the persons, the people close to you. Celebrate the people who have come before you. For example, if you meet someone at a supermarket, they were a celebrity in the 90s. They're still a superstar till date because they rose to fame. You rise to fame. You don't fall onto it. It's not a game of chance. And of course, as we share these moments, we hope that you can get into that supermarket, get to share a moment with some of the celebrities you're going to meet. Not the celebrity. The celebrity is the person that you live with. Mukunyo Neeka de la Mea tukiita a night. We're going to catch the news. And of course, later on, we're going to have Friday night rave. It's been a great sport. What are some of the stories that stood out for you? And of course, itakuwa ni vizuri sana tukiendelea ku celebrate each other. Share this moment. Cheers. Cheers. Nishamaliza.
Sasa ndio rinse mkebe.
What?
TrendSetters, brought to you by Delamere Real Fruit Yogurt.
Indulge in the moment. With every spoonful of Delamere Real Fruit Yogurt.